about how to fuel your workout. A few days ago, we talked a little bit about how to change your workout to make sure that you are burning more fat and that it's working more for you. We tend to get into a rut. We tend to do the same things all the time. So if you're a walker, you love to walk. If you're a runner, you love to run. If you don't like to do anything, you don't like to do anything. Yogis love to do yoga. So we tend to get set in our ways when it comes to exercise. And I will tell you that the body loves to change it up with exercise, but it doesn't like to change it up so much in terms of nutrition. So your body loves to be consistent in nutrition, but it loves to be inconsistent with exercise. It loves to be shocked. It loves to be surprised. So change up that exercise as much as you can. But today we're going to talk a little bit about how to fuel your exercise, how to make sure that you're keeping that body burn fat. So a little bit of that depends on what type of exercise you're doing. If you're doing strength training, your protein needs will be a little bit higher. If you're doing cardio, your carbohydrate intake will be a little bit higher. And I know a lot of us are very nervous when it comes around carbohydrates. We tend to decrease our carbs, especially baked goods and fruits, but carbs are good in the exercise world. So if you are somebody who loves to do cardio, you may notice that over these last couple weeks or days, you're actually increasing your carbohydrate intake as well. Some of us are saying our sugars are out of control or we're craving a ton of sugar, but a lot of that might be because you're exercising more. Your body burns carbohydrates. Your body prefers carbohydrates. So if you're doing more cardio than you ever have in the last 8 to 10 weeks, you are craving more sugar because your body's craving more sugar. Now, are you supposed to eat sugar? No, absolutely not. But could you eat simple carbohydrates to help your body burn that fat, turn it into fuel for your next workout or to get you through the day? Absolutely. So, if you do more of like a yoga, restorative, you may not crave it as much. So let's break it down to what should you eat before you work out. Now there's two thoughts on this. There are a few people who say intermittent fasting, don't eat anything, go out on an empty stomach. And then there's the other thought that you do want to eat before you work out. So here is my recommendation. My recommendation is that you eat 30 minutes before you exercise. Now I know some of you are saying, I wake up super early. That is not going to happen. So just hold on 1 minute, I'll get back to that. But if you eat 30 minutes, I'm not expecting a meal. I'm not expecting something huge. But what am I expecting? Right around 20 to 30 grams of carbohydrates. That's 4 graham crackers. That's a banana. That's one piece of bread. Something simple. If you put 30 grams of carbohydrates in your body before you work out, you have given that body that immediate energy source, that immediate glucose that it needs to build muscle. You have also started your Krebs cycle, stomach digestion, to burn fat. If you don't eat anything, the intermittent fasting idea, you have kept your body in muscle wasting. And yes, you lose more weight. And yes, you can drop your insulin levels, which is fantastic if you're not working out. I like intermittent fasting. I tend to like it more at nighttime, not so much first thing in the morning, but I know that there are people who believe in intermittent fasting and it's not wrong. But before you work out, you want your body to build muscle mass. You want your body to keep that muscle on your body so it burns more fat, we can eat more calories, and we can be more toned looking. So if you have something small, simple carbohydrate, before you work out, within 30 minutes, your body will burn more fat and leave that muscle on the body to keep building and burn more fat later on throughout the day. It's not a lot, it's a little bit. If you're saying there's no way you can wake up early and there's no way you can eat because your stomach's killing you, it might be what you're eating. Some people eat almonds and they're okay. Other people cannot eat almonds. It has to be a simple sugar, something so easy for your body to break down and digest. I do not recommend something high in fiber. That slows your stomach gastric emptying down. That makes the digestion slower, and you don't feel good because you have that bloating, heavy feeling, and everybody around you isn't happy either. So I fiber before working out. Now, if you do strength training, some of you could get away with a little bit more protein foods before your workout. If you're more of a cardio person, keep it to that simple carbohydrate. So it kind of depends on what you're doing, cardio or strength training. The strength training, you could add a little protein before. If you're doing a cardio, I would keep it to the simple carbohydrate 30 minutes before you work out. Now, water every 15 minutes while you're working out. That's including strength training. Remember, your muscles live in water. Your muscles are like plants. If you give water to the plant grows. If you give water to your muscle, the muscle will grow. So you want to make sure that your body is very hydrated before, during, and after your exercise. Most of us don't, especially if we're morning risers. You throw your shoes on and go out that door to work out, run, walk, whatever it may be. You do not eat and do not drink water, or you drink coffee and then you get, my favorite is when you go to the gym and you have a coffee cup in your hand. So you want to make sure that your body is hydrated so that you have the water or the muscles to grow. Monday we talked a little bit about the muscle fibers moving back and forth. The muscle fibers want to be hydrated. So the more water, every 15 minutes, a few sips of water, keep that muscle hydrated because it will recover and repair and rebuild much faster with water in the body. Okay, so eating 30 minutes before you work out. Hydration, you are supposed to be hydrated before you work out, an hour before and then a half hour before, and then water every 15 minutes. The last piece to how to fuel your workout is you must eat within 30 minutes after your workout. Most of us may run and get into the shower, go off to work, get in the car. I mean, a lot of us aren't driving as much as we used to, but a lot of us don't eat after we work out. And my favorite reason is when people say they actually are not hungry, which is true because you just had your heart rate revved up. The body isn't thinking about digesting fuel, the body is thinking about recovering. So you need to eat 30 minutes after your workout, but this is the key. Most of us don't usually eat within 30 minutes and then you're hungry throughout the whole entire day. Or if you don't eat 30 minutes after your workout, I guarantee you some of you after dinner or right around that 4 o'clock mark, you're starving, you can eat the whole entire house down. And that was because you missed that 30-minute magic window after your exercise. So what do you eat in that 30-minute window? Protein and a carbohydrate and a fat. So depending on where you work out, whether it's early morning, you may come home and have breakfast. Or if you work out later, it could be dinner. Or if you work out after dinner, that gets a little bit tricky. You need to have a protein, carb, and a fat after you work out. Usually it's a meal, but if you miss that meal time, then you could turn into a smoothie. And make sure there's that protein, that fat, and that carbohydrate. You need to eat within 30 minutes. Now, some of you who are returning back to work are in their old routine where they go to the gym, they work out, and they're in their car. Well, then be sure to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the car or a protein shake in the car. You should be eating something after that workout, regardless if it is a strength training or it's a cardio. You need to replenish and refuel that body. And the reason why is because if you do not eat after you work out, you've switched the body to back into muscle wasting. The body is hungry. The body will find its food. And you can either supply that food or it will digest your own muscle mass. And if you are a person who are currently working out and you are not seeing results or you have hit a plateau, this is one of the reasons why, because you're not fueling your body correctly when you work out. If you give that body that fuel, it will digest the fuel, turn it into glucose, galactose, glycogen, which basically means used for immediate energy source, used for in a few hours, and then glycogen is for tomorrow's exercise. So you need to refuel the body for your workout today, later today, and tomorrow. Not the workout later today, but fuel your body for your workout today. Make sure you can sustain your energy throughout today, and then prepare it for tomorrow's workout. So fuel, it becomes so crucial and so important. And I know there's a lot of drinks out there and foods out there, pre, post meal workouts. You can do all that if you'd like. That's fine. It's all scientifically tailored to, all the macro and micronutrients you need. That's fantastic. However, if you're a little bit wanting to scale it down and just make a few changes, make sure you're eating 30 minutes before you work out, 15, kind of dependent. Well, we'll just keep it 30 minutes to keep it simple. You'll eat a simple carbohydrate before a cardio workout. Add a little bit of protein if you're going to do a strength training workout. Usually 30 minutes, depending on how fast your metabolism, might be 15, but we'll just say 30 for now. Make sure you're drinking water every 15 minutes, and then make sure that when you complete your workout, you're having a fat, protein, and a carbohydrate within 30 minutes of that workout. If you have a workout that goes longer than an hour, you might need to replenish the fuel at the hour mark. So if you happen to be an endurance marathon runner or triathlon, you will definitely need to replenish your glucose, and you could do it through goos, coconut water. There's all these different ways you can do it if you happen to be an endurance athlete. Strength training, not a lot of people go beyond an hour, but you may need to replenish those simple carbohydrates if you work out more than an hour. If you go through a strength training program and you don't have enough in the end to finish it out, like squatting, you just realize that energy has dipped like 30 minutes into your strength training workout, and you just need to make it a little bit longer, chances are you're not feeling your body enough before you work out. Your body has a certain amount that it has in it for your workout. So you want to make sure that you eat enough so you can work out for the duration that you want to work out, but then you need to refuel it when it's finished. Because when you refuel it when it's finished, that is when you repair and recover the body. The whole idea of exercise is to build it up, break it down, build it up, break it down. And if you do that correctly with fuel, you're able to burn fat and tone and look and feel much better. We get into plateaus and we want to exercise more and more and more, which is fantastic. But you want to make sure you fuel the body more and more to support your exercise. And if we don't fuel the body correctly, oftentimes we feel it. We don't feel good, or we don't want to work out, or we're not feeling it today, or we have an injury now. We might feel like we have a headache. We can't get out of bed the next day. And a lot of those signs is because we did not fuel our workout the day before correctly.